Dear students, in today's lecture, we will be discussing about the collective bargaining, which is from the unit 2. See, as earlier in the previous semester, we have already discussed the meaning of collective bargaining. Just to, just to recall it, a collective bargaining is basically a process wherein the union and their representatives of employees and employer, as well as the employer of their representatives, meet together and they discuss over the issues related to the wages, number of working hours, working environment, and other terms of the employment. So basically, a collective bargaining is a process where both the parties, the employer as well as the employee, and the union as well as their representatives, meet together, sit together, and decide about the various terms of working, like how many number of working hours are there, how many number of days in a working should be, what will be the working environment, what type of working culture will be there, and the other terms related to the employment what discussed there. Now, if we talk about what collective bargaining includes, see, collective bargaining includes negotiation. Negotiation means like negotiating over the different terms, uh, as earlier told, like working hours, working environment, and other employment terms. Then there is a drafting of those terms, technologies, which not technologies, terms, and the other things related to the working. Each and everything will be drafted over there. Then there should be a discussion over the administration part also, who will handle all what the things. And then if we talk about the fourth one, then there is the interpretation of documents written by the employer, employees, and the union representatives. So here each and everything is recorded, everything is written there. And then there is a discussion over the environment, organizational trade unions with the open mind. Now, the major objectives of collective bargaining are to the first objective of collective bargaining is to promote cordial and harmonious relationship between the employer and the employees. So here, if we talk about the major objective or the important objective of collective bargaining is to is to promote the cordial and harmonious relationship between the employer and the employees, to so that the working environment and working culture should be improved. Then the second one is to protect the interest of both employer and employees. Here, the another objective of going for the process of collective bargaining is to you can say it like protect the interest of both the employer and the employees. Another one is to foster industrial democracy, that we have already discussed in the previous unit, previous unit, to foster industrial democracy, so that there should be a proper participation of employees in the decision making, and each and everyone uh, get heard. Then next objective is to keep the third party at bay, like no other person will get involved in the the in between the employer and the employees. And then to ensure that trade union is given due recognition, that there should be a proper recognition of the trade union. Then to prevent unilateral action of management, means like both the way the action should get managed. Then to arrive at mutually beneficial settlement, means like here the settlement of the grievances should be mutually settled, and each both parties get benefited through that. So these are the objectives of the collective bargaining. Now we will talk about the types of collective bargaining. Usually we have four different types of collective bargaining. One is conjunctive or distributive bargaining. In this form, basically the collective bargaining, both the parties via the employees as well as the employer try to maximize their representative or respective gains. It's like this is based on my gain is your loss and your gain is my loss. So one party win over the other. It's like here is the distributive means like here both the parties try to renegotiate such that they one party are better off in the game. Then second is like the economic issues such as wages, bonus and other benefits are discussed here, where the employee wishes to have an increment, wages or bonus for this his work done. Now, second is cooperative or interrogative bargaining. Here, both the employees and the employers sit together and try to resolve the problem. It is basically a mutual consent between the terms and conditions of their common interest and reach to an ambiguous solution. In this case, basically, the economic crisis such as recession, which is beyond the control of either party, may enter into a mutual agreement where respect to the working terms can, like say for example we can take it like this. The workers may agree for the low wages, or the management may agree to adopt the modernized method so that they have to be increase the production. Then the third, if we talk about the third type of productive collective bargaining, we have productive bargaining. Basically, this type of bargaining is done by the management, where the worker are given the incentives or bonus on the basis of the increased productivity. This here, the employees get motivated to produce more to increase their productivity, and such type of bargaining is known as productive bargaining. Then the last type of bargaining is the composite bargaining. In this type, basically, the collective bargaining, also with the demand of increased wages, the worker also express their concern over the working conditions, recruitment and training policies. Means like here, apart from the demand for wages, increase in wages, the workers also express their concern over the improvement in the working conditions. Like they want say suppose 5 day a week working, or the time should be 8 hours only instead of 9 or 10 hours, or there should be a facility of canteen and all these recruitment and training policies, environmental issues. So these are the composite bargaining. Now if we talk about the process of collective bargaining, as you can see here in the diagram, uh, see collective bargaining, here we have this thing, that negotiation terms establish negotiation and compromises, then ratification of contract, then rejection of contract is there. So this is what all about the collective bargaining and its process. In the next lecture we will be discussing about the discipline.